G'day everybody. How are my peeps doing today? I have some news for you all. Good news. I'm a daddy again. The other week my son graced us with his presence, breathing oxygen in this world, and yeah, my wife and I are proud parents again. I'll put it this way, he wouldn't be a son of ours if he didn't have a story to tell when it comes to his coming to the world. His sister's got quite the deadly story, but his isn't too bad, and it's part and parcel the reason why I haven't been very great with my uploads the last couple of weeks. I've been spending a lot of time at the hospital, with a lot of uncertainty, trying to take care of my daughter by myself and still be the dutiful husband to my wife, and helping out with my new son. But I'm going to tell you the story. So he was born on the 2nd, right? His due date was the 1st. Now, we were booked in for a procedure at the hospital on the 1st. So we went in there that night expecting everything to be sorted and just walk in, plop, plop, there we go, let's get this started. But we got there, and from what I can tell, the procedure wasn't actually organised properly. It wasn't confirmed that it was authorised and cleared by an obstetrician, and yeah, they basically screwed the pooch with us, right? So we were there for many hours that night, waiting to find out, you know, what was going to happen. Eventually they just decided, look, how about you guys just have a good night's sleep? Alright, when the obstetrician comes in the morning, we'll review your case and figure out where we go from there. So that's what we did. We went home, and well, I went home. My wife stayed at the hospital because she'd already been admitted. So she stayed at the hospital, and I went home and tried to have a half decent night's sleep, which didn't work. Then the next morning, the obstetrician rocked up, and he's basically told us, well, you can wait another week and we'll do the procedure, and then you might end up having a cesarean anyway, or we can just do the cesarean that's booked for today, because the idea was we'd induce, and if we hadn't had the baby by a certain time, then it was going to be a cesarean. So yeah, it was either go ahead with the cesarean that was booked in, or wait another week and try for the procedure. And my wife and I at this stage were already pretty peeved, and had been screwed around a fair bit already. So we just sort of went, you know, screw it, we'll just go with the cesarean. because all the factors, it was sort of thinking we would probably end up with a cesarean anyway. So yeah, we went for the cesarean, had the boy, everything was fine, everything was all good. And in the first few days, like, because he was such a big boy, because he's 9'7", and he's 61 centimeters long. So, and they told us that because he is so big, they're going to have to monitor his blood sugar levels, because larger babies tend to not be able to manage them, like their blood sugars drop and they need help. And it's because they don't get enough of a feed, because, you know, obviously big babies need more milk. In the early days, it takes a while for the milk to come through. So, I mean, we were mindful of that, and my wife was like, I don't think he's getting enough. I think all he's getting is the colostrum, which is the very first bit of the milk that's got all the antibodies, like really rich nutrients, and all that grow fast stuff. So he's not been getting enough milk, and we've told him that. We've asked, look, can we top him up with some formula, you know, so that we don't have any problems? And they're like, no, it's fine, he'll be all right. He's looking all right. So we'll just leave him for now, and we'll go from there. Surely enough, his blood sugar levels dropped to 1, and he ended up on a glucose drip in the nursery, being monitored constantly. Now, that occurred at 3 o'clock in the morning, while I was at home trying to sleep. So there's another night that I didn't really get any sleep. On top of that, the night he was born, my mate decided to take me out to wet the baby's head, and I got about 3 hours sleep that morning as well. But yeah, so, and along with the low blood sugars came respiratory distress. What was happening was he was trying to use his chest too much to breathe instead of using his belly, because the belly puts more pressure on the diaphragm and actually moves more air. So he was using his chest, so he wasn't getting enough air. And then, yeah, so that all happened, and that they were 1 day away from coming home. Like, they were just about to come home, and then this happened. So that they were in there for another 4 days. They were in there for pretty much a whole week. But now they're home. They're safe. They're happy, healthy. My missus is bouncing back a lot quicker from this cesarean compared to the last one. It's amazing the differences between a planned cesarean and an emergency cesarean. It is absolutely great, to be honest. But that's a whole nother story. Yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys that my boy is here, he's happy, he is healthy, and all is right in the world. Now, I've got to get this bike home because I'm about to run out of petrol. So, you guys have a good one. I will see from here you will hear from me soon. And as always, ride safe, drive safe, stay safe. Catch you later.